But I do want to bring in Morgan Stanley financial advisor Eve Ellis, who says you can either laugh about this, cry about this, or roll your eyes and do something about this. Eve, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Olivia.
This chart illustrates a problem that we have been talking about for years. Everybody seems to be on board and in agreement that they want to do something about it and improve on it. What has actually changed in the past 10 years?
Well, right now, 19.2% of all S&P 500 board members are women, so 19.2%.
Okay.
We're moving, but it is slow, really slow, as you point out. It took 3 years to go from 16.3% to 16.9%. Over just last year, it went up to over 19%. It's still abysmal in a country where the majority of college degrees and graduate degrees and PhDs are all awarded to women. So over 50% of degrees are awarded to women, and yet under 20% either have those names or are men. So there are answers. In particular, I want to see us get to parity, which means 50%. In my book, that's what that means. And there are a few different ways to get there. First of all, business leaders need to understand that there's a financial reason and a business imperative to get to parity.
Okay.
So companies, for example, that have more women on their boards have stronger financials, and the research is out there that's strong, that shows that strong correlation. So once they recognize the financial imperative, there are other things that they can do to move forward.
So there are various strategies. I know you look at working on investing in companies that have more female leadership. There are also initiatives to get more female board directors. What actually works?
Well, I think innovation works. So, for example, one of the companies that we invest in the parity portfolio, where we're investing only in companies that meet our financial criteria and that have a minimum of 3 women on their boards. That seems to be the key number in the research. So innovation helps in terms of, first of all, recognizing that there is the financial reason, but second, these business leaders need to look for women for their boards. The pipeline of women is strong. There are many women who are leaning in, but the male board members need to move over. And so one of the answers is really to have what I would call tactful term limits, so that men do move over for women to take the role.
So there has been modest progress getting women into the C-suite, getting them onto the board, but there is still that additional glass ceiling of actually getting them into the very top job. And I went through manually and counted the female CEOs in the Dow among the blue chips, and there are only 2 names in there. DuPont and IBM are the only 2 Dow industrial companies run by women. Why is it that much harder to take that very top job?
Let me translate that. Why is it harder for Ruth Porat to take over James Gorman's job?
Since I'm not able to talk about Morgan Stanley.
I was going to get you in the timeout chair on that one, right?
No, but I really do think it takes innovation. For example, a company that we've invested in the parity portfolio is a biotech company in the Boston area, and their CEO and chief diversity officer have put their heads together to do something about this. So, for example, they have a program that they just started called Raising the Bar, and they are training women employees for board positions at other companies. And that's really a win-win-win all the way around. So it does take some innovation here.
Eve, thank you so much. Eve Ellis with Morgan
Stanley,
and also of the parity portfolio at Morgan Stanley. Thank you.